Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Polkadot's price chart, and I think now it's time to do an Elliott waves analysis on this important area specifically, because I'm going to tell you in today's update why am I even in like very short term quite optimistic and bullish. But before we get into all that, you want to remember that most likely in Polkadot we have actually overall hit our final low right in here around, let's say, $3 area. Why? Because in terms of Elliott waves, if you want to be optimistic and you want to say we have hit our final bottom, then okay, you must be able to find off of the lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. And when you go on the live chart and zoom in more, you realize that we absolutely do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave off of the lowest low, as you can see with all the sub waves. So this is definitely a good sign, a Polkadot. And after an impulse up into a larger degree wave 1, what are we going to have? A correction structured on the downside into wave 2. So the fact that we got this move down is not going to be a bad sign at all. I'm really hoping that it's just simply going to be part of the bullish process. Now, what is going on at the moment? Here's the situation. I think there's actually a decent chance that we are having from this high maybe an A, B, C zigzag, or maybe even like, excuse me, let's just say this one, potentially a WXY in form of a double zigzag. And it doesn't really matter a whole lot, honestly, because I'm gonna say most likely this thing actually got confirmed in Polkadot the moment that we got this face up, and in it we took this important high right in here. So it is sort of kind of confirmed that in Polkadot we are having a correction structure, meaning what? After it's over, we are going to have at least yet another good move up in order to take the highest side in here for the first target around, let's say, $4.6, but hopefully we are going to go quite a bit higher than that. Now, in the short term, pay attention. In this bounce back, what do we have? I think 5 waves up do not really get a whole lot more clear than this. So let's hope that in Polkadot we are having, excuse me, 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, and what's next? Very strong move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and this is the main point that I'm trying to make. Look, if in Polkadot we are truly bullish, then okay, we have to see an acceleration of the current move on the upside that we are having, because one way or the other, I do think we're going to get a move up in Polkadot in order to at least take this high for the first target around, let's say, $4.35. But we can consider two different caps. If you want to be optimistic and you want to say this is the low of our correction for wave 2, fair enough, this move has to accelerate. On the other hand though, if you want to say maybe we haven't hit the lows yet, then okay, these can be just the sub waves for an ABC zigzag, and in that case, not only our move up is not going to accelerate after taking the highs, but also from here you are going to see a very strong move down, maybe a 5 wave impulsive structure without a whole lot of overlapping of the waves. And pay attention, if in this phase down we take this important low, it's not going to be necessarily an optimistic sign suggesting, you know what, we are probably going to continue our move down in order to take this low as well. But I do not believe that we are going to overall take the lowest low down here. It just means that in Polkadot we should probably expect some more chopping around and then a very strong uptrend. So in the short term, all eyes on the current move. And if you want to be optimistic, number one way or the other, you should expect a continuation of this thing in order to take this high. Number two, pay attention to what is going to happen after, okay? If this is going to accelerate quite a bit, great sign. At that point, we're going to be able to be bullish, even in like very short term, with a good bit of confidence. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Polkadot's price chart. And until the next update, have a wonderful time. Goodbye.